I need to charge this. That's about halfway. Oh, we're still here. Hello. Hello. Where does my hair? It looks like my hair's been wanting to go like that. To one side. It's not one side. We need to fix that. I'm not playing that song. That only song I'm playing. Happy birthday. Man, oh, too. Is it this song? It probably isn't. I need. Why? Oh, thank you. That's just at Walmart. Change the jeans. Why would I change the can't you see? How do I? A mess? My Swiss rolls. Am I engaged to who? No. I'm just kidding. That makes me think I had a state. I thought I told you that we won't stop. Look at, I'm back to collecting these again. I saw a place that had them. I got ripped off. They didn't have one in here, but that's okay. They had these watercolor ones. I don't know, I might put one on. This one's a rose. I would probably actually get a watercolor looking tattoo, but I don't like needles. But I don't know. I think I might keep it. Should never get it. I was gonna say something. Oh, God be with you. No, that's not what I was gonna say. I'm just joking. What I was going to say is that today my brother was with me. I was coming home, right? Well, anyways, it's dark. Just got home. Anyways, because they were gonna race, and I don't know if it was the Dodge or the Camaro. Someone did a burnout, like at the light, and then they were like racing at the light. I was like, that's crazy. I was like, yeah. I was just like, yeah. Because you know I'm about that life. The car community, car clubs. I should make my own car club. The Elite Car Club. And call it something, I don't know. Because I really need to get out there. Yeah. Chip clip. It's not a chip clip, it's a butterfly. Should never did it. What car do you have? I don't have a car yet, but if I get one, well, I don't know. now that I remember. And you go, it's like the early 2000s, you got those popular pumps on and you in the club and you hear the song. Anyways, I'm not on a phone. I'm actually on a Switch. What Mexico onion guy? What? What guy are you talking about? Yeah, I wouldn't have had to pay that much for a Switch too. If I wanted one, I could have got one for a good price. You see, my brother knew a lot of people, and one of the guys he knew used to go to the flea market because he would be there all the time selling. He would get all the game systems, like he had the game systems to sell. My brother could have got me a good deal on a Switch too, but yeah, anyways, it's just funny. People love to brag, but like, okay, you paid full price for yours. I don't gotta pay full price for my stuff. And with my own money. Not that he would get me a Switch 2. I'll get it with my own money for a good deal. If you know how to, well, not hustle, because you're not hustling people out of anything, but if you know or anything, you got me chopped up. Like, what? Ain't no way. Like, what? Some of y'all don't know what you're doing. That's why you go broke. Yeah. You're a LARPer. LARPing is live action role playing. Like, that sounds so stupid when people say it. It makes no sense. My favorite song is Right Here by Brandy, which I should play. Like, people LARP. Because I got it on lock, okay? Here's the thing, you don't gotta pay a lot of money for things. I didn't pay a lot of money for this. Okay? The tablet I had, I got it when my brother was alive. I didn't buy that recently. I got that at a thrift store for like 99 bucks when we had a place. That tablet online is selling on Amazon for $400. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta know what you're doing. See, some of y'all just be running and spending thousands of dollars on electronics. You ain't gotta do all that. I just need to work on getting me, once I get a place, I'm gonna work on getting me an Xbox so I can start playing Fortnite again. But some of y'all really need to learn how to spend your money properly. I could use that tablet for so many things, you know, but I think I put my tablet in storage. But anyways, you know, I draw on it, I do everything on it. Life is going too fast, that train fast. I can slow it down, just as you think you got to turn back. Feel your heart scarring when you see the break starting. I don't spend a lot of money, so why do I need to give? I'll pay for you. walls are closing in, the walls are breaking through. You know what you just got it. And you see the break started. When the clouds about to party, you'll be right here with me. See the joyful crying, and the world stands silence. Would you go bald? Why would I go bald? I think phone huggers are an investment because I brought joy to someone with the extra phone huggers that I had. Sorry, that didn't sound like no firework. That sounded like a gunshot. Fuck. I don't even know why people still are lighting fireworks past the 4th of July. Like, come on. That really, yeah, that. Bruh, that was not a firework. That was a legit gunshot, I think. Ooh, I wish people would just stop doing that. Like, it's not even the 4th of July anymore. What are we, the 8th? We're like 4 days past the 4th of July. People literally have PTSD. You know, people don't even think there could be a veteran night that did me because I thought I was getting shot at. Like, seriously. Well, I do have PTSD because I was diagnosed. Obviously, I was in a freaking carjacking. And when loud noises, you see, like that was unexpected. Thank you for the heartbeat. That was unexpected. Like, people think, oh, how come you didn't react? Because sometimes, you know, I'm expecting, like, sometimes if I'm really paying attention, you know, I'm like, oh, I need to, like, but that just sounded like a gunshot, and I thought I was getting shot at, and yeah, that was not cool. That's not cool at all. And most time where animals get displaced, because when fireworks go off, sometimes the animals get scared and they run away, and they run away from home, and then they get lost. A lot of animals get lost on the 4th of July because of that. And people don't understand just how it affects pets as well as people. But it's just crazy. It's like we're already the 8th, and like it's every single night. Like, give it a rest already. People have no respect for those around them. Like, I'm sorry, but like they don't even, I don't even know, like they have no empathy. You know that people tell you to be careful because you may have someone living next to you that's like, you know, people that went into the war have really bad PTSD. And when you're popping off fireworks like that, like, you trigger people, and then, you know, like, we're already the 8th. It's not needed. It's not. That's uncalled for.
For adults with type 2 diabetes, do you know about Mounjaro?
Yeah, that really triggered me badly. You know, because I was jamming, and next thing I knew, pop! I thought I was getting shot at. I like this song anyways. Or this album is a good album. Full Moon. I'm not a veteran, but even so, there's other people besides veterans that have PTSD. Why are we still popping off fireworks on the 8th? It does not matter. And sometimes people can't control their triggers. It hurts right there. Ow. Like, I literally thought I was getting shot at. I had just talked about my situation of being in a carjacking. Like, you can't control your triggers. And the thing is that even when I'm crossing the street in the median, like, the cars will be whipping by, and that scares me. A car slows down, that scares me, because I think they're gonna shoot at me. You know, especially sometimes when the cars get like pop, 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 that triggers me too. Because it's just like, dang, you know, let me get my portable charger. I gotta plug it in before, you know. What people were saying, oh, you didn't get triggered. That's the thing. Like, you know, sorry. I have, like, super itchy. Sorry. I don't care. It's a one-sided beef. You don't get up and freak out if you was getting shot at. That's not how that works. That's not how your fight or flight senses work. Monica, to address your comment, that's not how that works. It was a firework and it triggered me. Again, you know, for me, I don't know. You know, like, I'm here, okay? There's nowhere for me to run. And also, I'm not just gonna get up and run. That's not how my fight or flight senses, sometimes they don't work. But people need to be mindful. It doesn't matter how someone reacts. It's the fact that people need to be mindful that there's people around them that may have PTSD and may get triggered. We are the 8th. We are not the 4th of July. The 4th of July is over with, so why are you blasting fireworks? There was someone literally on the neighborhood app, because the neighborhood app is centered around the area I was at, that a mother was literally asking people to stop lighting the illegal fireworks because it's scaring her son with autism. Again, these are the things that people need to be mindful of. That's not being mindful. It doesn't matter. Like, we are the 8th. We are not the 4th of July anymore. You can dance with me. Get it back in the light. Must be a full moon. How is someone gonna get over PTSD? That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard or ever seen from a comment. Get over it. You don't get over PTSD. That is the stupidest thing I've heard. Man, you're just as dumb as Trump. Just inject yourself with bleach and you won't have COVID. Did you know if you inject yourself with bleach, it prevents COVID? That's what Trump said. Yeah, Trump said that. Did someone just ask to define PTSD? Because that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. What do you mean define PTSD? I had PTSD from a car accident. Not to overcome that surgery. Yeah, that's something that is hard for me. Like, you never really overcome because you can't. Okay, so yeah, you can overcome being afraid of driving, right? Like for you, you were probably afraid to drive, and eventually you got over that fear. But again, some some people with PTSD, there's different types of PTSD, which I did not know. There's more severe ones, and then there's ones where eventually, you know, eventually, you know, you don't have the symptoms of PTSD, they go away. But for PTSD, it's not something that someone can overcome if it's something like in my situation, I was in a carjacking, so loud popping sounds out of nowhere will trigger me. In some instances, if it sounds enough to like the gunshots that I heard when my brother got shot in the head, pow pow, you know, like that one sounded like gunshots. Or, you know, some fireworks don't really trigger me, if that makes sense. I can't choose what triggers me and doesn't, because some of those fireworks that don't trigger me might trigger me, you know, because I have been triggered by fireworks that didn't really trigger me at first. You know, it's not overcoming it, because you can't really overcome something that, you know, you don't know when it's gonna happen. Thank you for the heartbeat. Even cars, like going to the car meets, those cars that are like pop pop, because, you know, I knew someone who was triggered from the pops just because of things that they went through. And so yeah, it's just, you know, define it. Why would I have to define PTSD? I don't have to define PTSD. Well, why does PTSD need to be defined? Why do you want to be disabled so bad? What? Nobody wants to be disabled. What are you talking about? I was born disabled. I have a learning disability. And PTSD literally stems from trauma. That's not being disabled. PTSD stems from trauma. And because I went through a lot of trauma, it wasn't just from the carjacking. Especially when people would send people to the door and tell them to bam, 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 bam on the door. That triggered me, you know. Yeah, and major depression does not happen over one incident. I've probably had major depression, but was undiagnosed, because when at my old apartment, I just would sleep in a dark room. I would turn the blinds around. You know, when you turn the blinds the other way so it's dark, I would do that. And I would sleep in a dark room. I had a plastic water bottle pile. Like, yeah. Just, a lot of things triggered me. You know, it wasn't just the carjacking, you know what I mean? But, yeah. Anyways. No, my brother pawned the Meta glasses. That's for getting triggered. I was triggered by a firework, but okay. No, I don't really want to do the medication. I was advised that I should be medicated, but depression makes you gain weight to depression medication and some other thing. I don't really want those side effects. But I can't speak on not being medicated. I'm not a doctor, so we ain't gonna touch that. Is that a stingray? It looks like a stingray. An old stingray. Okay. I don't listen to Cat's Eye and Somber. I don't really listen to Somber like that, but thank you for the heart, me. Okay. Oh, I love this. What perfume? The Princess Collection. It's from Bath and Body Works. It's a Princess one. And then I use this, I wear this, I layer it with a warm musk. It's called warm musk, but it's a vanilla scented, because I like vanilla scents. I like sweet scented perfumes. I don't, it depends if it's a sweet smelling floral scent. If not, I can't do floral scents. I don't like floral scents. They smell, ugh. I don't know how people could wear floral scents. Thank you for the rose. Maybe, I don't know if I'll go again. Say what you wanna say, don't be done, you can take. You from now, and you can win, you get that picture. Oh, hey. How are you? Oh, I just clicked out of that and went back to the other song. Some people just... It's not even that loud. Oh, no, it's playing I Want to Be Down. You know what I really want right now?
With yearly Prevecto Quantum, one injection at your vet.
Chicken nuggets with Big Mac sauce.
365 days, all in one dose.
Just get, not even that. It's a cheeseburger with Mac sauce. Get a cheeseburger with Mac sauce. Thank you later. Cheeseburger with Mac sauce. That's all I ever crave. Is ever since somebody put me onto the cheeseburger and Mac sauce, now that they sell the cups of Mac sauce, I was back to eating the Mac sauce and chicken nuggets. Oh my god. things you do, the things you do, keep on going forward. I do act my age. What do you mean? The Boy Is Mine, Monica and Brandy. What's my favorite song? Oh, my favorite song is Right Here by Brandy. But also my favorite song recently that came out a while back was Folded by Kehlani. But my other favorite song was Out the Window. Kehlani. I'm sorry that you seem to be confused. He belongs to me. The boy is mine. Yeah, I do. I have someone got me Mario Party. Someone had bought me some other games, but yeah, all my games went with the car, so they're gone. I have to re-get it, but someone got me Bayonetta. I had a Pokemon game someone gave me. They gave me Bayonetta, and they gave me the Pokemon game. And then they gave me, what other games did I have? I had a Mario game, I think, but it went with the car. I bought Mortal Kombat, but now that's gone in the car. And the car got jacked. But yeah. Splatoon. I saw Splatoon. It looks fun. Thank you. Not really. I don't know what's going on with my hair. It looks short. It's shrinkage. This is what's happening to the hair. Oh, I love Dead by Daylight. I haven't played it, but I wanted to play. That's one of the games I really wanted to play. Oh, I can't do nothing. Yeah, shrinkage is a thing. With my hair, shrinkage is a thing. Because my curls shrink. My hair is pretty long. Like if I were to, like just pulling one curl, it is pretty long. I'm still going. See, it stopped. But yeah. It's not damaged, it's just not like, and especially because it's summer, it's probably gonna be dry. I voted Kamala Harris. I voted Kamala. I would like to get to know if I could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't have missed this for the world. Wouldn't have missed loving you, girl. You made my whole life worthwhile. Make me smile. I'll play that song, because if not, then I'll have it stuck in my head. Wouldn't have missed this for the world. Wouldn't have missed loving you, girl. People ask questions they already know the answer to. Because they can't be nice. They don't know how to be nice. The only thing they know how to be is mean. Because they have hurt feelings and they take it out on other people. They don't know how to express what they're feeling right now because they're not feeling good. Because if they were positive and they were feeling good like they say, they wouldn't be taking it out on other people. I don't know how people live their lives miserable. Negative. Straight negative. All day, every day, you negative. You're negative all day, every day. How do you live like that? Like, how do you carry that much all day? Like, and you harbor that feeling, and you don't even, like, you're not even talking with someone about it? I think they're mad. I'm gonna say it. I think they're mad because nobody asked them how their day was. How was your day? How are you really feeling? Not how was your day in the sense of like, how was your day? How are you feeling? What are you feeling today? Because clearly you're not feeling good. You're not happy. And if anyone says they're happy, they're not. Because happy people don't come on the internet being negative, being rude, harboring this negativity all day, every day. You walk around with a dark cloud over your head and it's raining. It's pouring rain all the time. Mr. Rogers. I love Mr. Rogers. My Mr. Rogers shirt is in storage. Once I get a place and I get into my storage, my good shirts are coming out. Projection. I talked out my feelings today, but I don't know if you talked out yours. I mean, clearly you still have some hurt feelings because you're hurting people. Hurt people hurt people. I talked out my feelings. I'm not mad today. I'm not upset. I'm not hurt. Hurt people hurt people. When people go out and do the unthinkable, they were hurt. The Columbine kids were literally bullied, which I'm not saying it's okay for them to do what they did. Hurt people hurt people. Yeah, they were bullied. That's what happened. That's why they went and did what they did. Yes, they was. Look it up. Sometimes, yes, some people, well, no. Well, yeah. Some people do things and they're not bullied or anything. And I'm not saying every event that has happened was someone being bullied. Sometimes it's because of racism. Hurt people hurt people. Nobody said that was the expectation. Who said that was the expectation? Oh no, I can't be political. My page will get taken down because you can't say a lot. Some people that were already political can get away with it, but yeah, no. Wouldn't have missed this for the world. Wouldn't have missed loving you, girl. You made my whole life worthwhile. It's just mine. I wouldn't trade one memory. Did you mean too much to me? No, I don't think I would be meaning great. Well, I could help you. I could really piss you off. Ooh, I'm really, like, freaking out. What do you... They was never in it, so they don't even know how it's too bad. You just can't get away with it anymore. I'm kind of confused by that comment. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I wouldn't have missed it for the world. make my whole life worthwhile. But just now, I couldn't trade one memory. Mean too much to me. Lost it. Put in the list for the world. Ideal boyfriend or girlfriend, someone who's breathing. I was gonna say bleeding. I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say breathing. Sorry. No, that would have been horrible. One memory to me. Yes, they are. What do you mean? Okay, so it's just weird coincidences. I can't talk about certain things because it's private, so I'm not going to talk about other people's stuff. But if you look up, like, there was just, what was it? There was another pew-pewing, and the person was a Garcia. Like, I know some things. Like, I'm not even going to get into it. Like, a lot of Garcias have committed crimes. The guy that unalived my brother was a Garcia. There's just, like, I'm not even going to get into it because, yeah, it's personal coincidences I'm not even going to talk about. So, ooh, I clicked out of the song. Garcia has nothing to do with race. Now let's not go there with that one. The last name, I'm talking about the last name. I'm not talking about race. There you go, trying to make it about race when no one even said anything. I didn't say Hispanic, I didn't say Latino, I didn't say nothing like that. Let's get that 100% correct, because I know where people are trying to go with that, because they're like, flip that. I'm Hispanic. Okay, now what? People are just so insufferable, it annoys me. Oh, you're gonna try to claim something? That's not how that works. I just said do your research. No way did I say, oh, like, did I mention race? No. Did I mention ethnicity? No. Did I mention any of that? No. So why are you jumping to conclusions? It's just an odd coincidence. Like, why? Why do people like doing stuff like that? That's what really annoys me. And you be the ones that be coming over here saying, you make everything about race, and then you just did that. Like, go away. Nobody even mentioned race. Nobody. Because it is about race. When, like, another person just got unalived by ICE, and they claimed he was trying to run them over. Are we gonna ignore that? Everything that I have said that pertains to race has pertained to race. Black people can't walk into a store without someone assuming they're gonna steal. Look at the young boy that is not here because a worker from a gas station wanted to falsely accuse him when you could see him put the water bottles back. People say, oh, you took the water bottles. Da, 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 da. He went to grab. Anybody has a right to not buy from someplace. If they feel unwelcomed, how do I say this? Not even unwelcomed. If they feel like, yeah, unwelcomed. I wouldn't shop at a place where someone's following me around. He had every right to put the items back and not buy from them. He didn't want to buy from them because they were already treating him like a criminal when he walked into the gas station. Following him around, watching him. When he picked up the water, he said, nah, never mind. I'm not going to buy from here. That was his right to do. Then to try to accuse him and say that he walked out with the water bottles, even though you can clearly see on camera, he put the water bottles back. That was not no white person that got because he was stealing water bottles. Okay, so when I talk about things that pertains to race and that is actually about race, so but you're just making up stuff that isn't about race. Nowhere did I mention anything about someone's race. There could be a white person with the last name Garcia, so now what? What's your logic then? Anybody could have the last name Garcia and they may not be Hispanic, so now what? So now what? Like, some people need to stop doing that because it's annoying. Like, I just said it's a weird coincidence because if you look it up, right, and I'm not saying for every state, in New Mexico, yes. That's why I thought it was odd. That's all I said. Ain't nobody pertain nothing to race. I just said it's odd. And then people want to go and try to switch up, try to change words, try to say, oh, look, she's doing this. I don't care. Post whatever you want to post. I said what I said. It was not geared towards a certain race or ethnicity, considering the fact I'm Hispanic. So now what are you going to say? Oh, but you can still hate your people. I don't hate my people. You hate your people. If you assumed that, then you hate your people. Because nobody here mentioned Hispanic people whatsoever. That was not in the conversation. Some of y'all just be mad weird, just trying to cause problems where there isn't any. Considering the fact that you don't even care about Hispanic people. You don't even care about Mexican people. Nor do you care about what's going on with the people with ICE. You literally sit here when people say you should go back to where you came from. They should deport you. Deport me where? I'm an American citizen. And you literally just laugh at that like that's funny. Deportation jokes are not funny. Not when a dad is getting ripped away from his family and being deported to somewhere he's not from. When U.S. citizens are being deported to places that they're a U.S. citizen. Where are they sending them to? Deportation jokes are not funny, but you want to sit here and act like you care about Hispanics. When have you ever cared about Hispanics? You don't. You try to whitewash somebody and then sit here and say, oh, you're just white. You're not Hispanic. You're not black. Okay. Telling someone they're not Hispanic shows that you don't care about Hispanic people, considering the fact the person is Hispanic. So if you're sitting here telling someone they're not Hispanic, then how are you going to fight for those people or people that are being affected by ICE when you literally condone some of the stuff? It'd be weird. Like, nobody calls out deportation jokes, considering the fact that there could be someone on my life whose family got deported and you're making those jokes. It's not funny. Families are being torn apart. People didn't even get to spend time with their loved ones on 4th of July. Children had to spend 4th of July without their dads. Father's Day that just recently passed without their father. Because he's in some concentration camp. Let's call it what it is. It's not a detention center. It's a concentration camp. And some of you guys literally just sit here and let these people say this stuff. You don't care. You're not posting about what's happening with ICE. You're not talking about it. When I speak, you tell me to shut up, so that means you really don't care. Why are you telling someone that's talking about ICE and what's wrong with what ICE is doing to shut up? I already said why I'm not protesting. And literally, I can't protest. I'm not an activist, so I don't protest. Activists go out into the streets. I'm not going to go out into the streets because my mom needs me to help with housing. How am I going to help with housing if I'm in jail? I'm not trying to go to jail and have a record on me. When you go to a peaceful protest, the police make it unpeaceful because the police love to be the big agitators, the ones that love to call peaceful protests unpeaceful when they're not, especially when they love to hurt people for no reason. You know, I was gonna go protest with the people when Trump came to Albuquerque. Thank God I didn't do that. That would have been a bad idea. People started jumping on top of the police cars. They busted the the convention center. They busted windows. There was tear gas. Like the flash. I don't know, not flash bombs, but there was like smoke bombs. Tear gas was sprayed. Like people, literally, like they jumped on top of cop cars. They smashed windows. It was crazy. And I was like, thank God I didn't go. I was downtown too that day, but I just decided to go home. Like I don't remember where I went, but I went somewhere, and yeah, Trump was here, and it got crazy. I was gonna go to a protest, but then I was sleeping in a car and something happened, and I couldn't go. So yeah, I was gonna go because they had a protest to protest against ICE. Again, for me, I can't really do protests because, first of all, I'm not, like, yeah, a little injury here. I've been maced before, and being maced or pepper sprayed is not fun. It burns, especially if you get maced and it's hot in the summer heat and you get maced. Oh, that is, my cousin thought it was funny to mace me, and I was in elementary school. All I remember was my throat was burning really badly. I didn't know that you drink milk instead of water. So my throat was burning so bad, I went and stuck my mouth under the faucet to drink water when I should have drank milk, and it burned my throat even more. It was not a good feeling. I don't know why he thought it was funny, but it was fun. He thought it was funny. I didn't think it was funny. My throat was burning. It burned the heck out of my throat. I think that's why I got a slight rasp. Yeah, it's not fun. Being, like, the last day of high school, they pepper sprayed. Thank God I was on the bus already, so I didn't get any of that, but other students did. I guess there was a fight that broke out or something broke out, and they sprayed everyone. And and I had made it on bus, but the people that were still getting on, yeah, it's not fun. And especially if it's summertime and it burns 10 times worse. And it's not even about that. Like, for me, I gotta be careful. I'm all my mom has when it comes to now, I'm trying to keep myself out of trouble, because if I go to jail, my mom's gonna worry, have high blood pressure, all of those things. Like, yeah, I can go to a peaceful protest, but at the end of it, it ain't gonna be peaceful. Police love to disrupt the peace. It's not the people that disrupt the peace, it's the police. Like that song, remember? In Superbad, when the police are dancing to that song that's like, no justice, no peace, don't trust the police. Like, that's exactly how that goes. That's exactly what that is. No justice, no peace, don't trust the police. That is factual. Well, I don't have to go to protests. Some of y'all that are literally telling me to go to protest probably never went to protest. And that's why I don't tell people to go protest, because I'm not going to sit here and say you need to go protest and I don't go protest. Like, that's why I don't tell people that don't protest. Yes, I'm employed because I get paid online. Chico, Well, you can understand this. Understand that you got blocked. Now understand that. You don't gotta understand anything anymore. You don't gotta come back either. On another account. Try to understand it in another life. Don't understand it here. Why am I spending time with my mom? Because I can't. I don't know how many times I have to explain this to people. When I left the shelter, I was on a suspension. I have to talk to the supervisor to go back. I'm not going to talk to the supervisor to go back because I know they're not going to allow me. If I step foot on property to go see my mom, they're going to ask me to leave. I don't got money to go out there. That's like a $50 trip there and back with Lyft. People want to say, oh, but you can spend all this money, blah, 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 blah. You can do all of that. I'm not wasting $50 on a trip there only to ask to leave property and come back and not even see my mom. I can't see my mom on property. I don't know why people do not understand that. I'm not paying $50 so I can't go see her, because even before I get into the door to go see her, they're going to ask me to leave. The only reason why is because when someone takes me, because they took me and my mom to get our social security cards, I was in the car. She got in and they left. That's the only reason that I was able to be there, because they did not know I was on property. I just showed up, picked up my mom, and left. Otherwise, I cannot sit there and visit with my mom. I was asked to leave because people wanted to falsely call the police. Like, some people really need to think before they speak. Hold your body close to mine. This time, I'm never gonna let you go. I'm not out of breath. What you say isn't going through your head. How am I supposed to visit my mom if I'm not allowed on property? I am not spending like $50 and wasting money to go there just to be asked to leave. Then that's another $50 back. Like, are you dumb? And then you want to literally say blah 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 blah. Like, that's stupid. Hello? I can't call them if it's like when you get banned from Walmart. There's people that get banned from Walmart. They cannot shop at Walmart ever again. Like people that steal, that are boosters, right? When they boost from Walmart, and I'm gonna tell you this, boosters get kicked out of Walmart and they're asked to never come back. They're on a lifetime ban. That's like the situation with me. It's like a lifetime ban. I can't call them and tell them I'm going to visit my mom. Once I'm not allowed on property, I'm not allowed on property. Anybody could just be banned from the property and say, well, I'm going to go visit my mom. I'm going to visit so-and-so. They can lie just to get back on property. They don't know if I'm going to go visit my mom or not. Yeah, and then maybe I might go visit my mom and be truthful, but they still ain't going to allow it. It is what it is. That's like getting a lifetime ban from Walmart. Thank God. Well, I don't do anything to get banned from a grocery store, so yeah, thank God. But some people do get lifetime bans. Sometimes they ask you, you know, that was like my brother, right? He didn't get a lifetime ban. He went, I don't remember what dollar store it was. It was a dollar store he said he went into and they asked him to leave. And he didn't know why, and she said he couldn't come back. It was only $1 store. The rest of them, he was allowed to go in, but he was like, I don't understand why. That one, I just couldn't go in there. They told me I was not allowed to go in there. I guess they mistaken him for someone else, but it's just crazy because it's like people get lifetime bans. Like, it doesn't matter if I call them first. They're not going to allow me to go on property. They already made it clear. Kimberly did not like me because of who I was talking to. She got fired though. Hold your body close tonight. Cause we only be together. But I swear this time I'm never gonna let you go. No, she can leave property. But here's the thing, because I've already explained about her leaving property. So, in order to leave property, you have to get on this big yellow school bus, right? There's no way to leave property because it's outside of Albuquerque. The only way to leave property is through a shuttle early in the morning, right? So she has to take this big yellow bus and she has to leave property. In order for her to get on the bus, she has to use the lift because she has a walker. They will not let her use the stairs to get onto the bus to board, right? They was letting her, but they wasn't supposed to. If you use a walker, they have to let you on with a lift. She's afraid to use the lift because she's afraid she might fall off it. So I was helping her onto the bus. She doesn't have anyone to help her on the bus, so she's going to have to use a lift. They're going to make her use it. And she's afraid to use it. Then, when she comes down here to visit me, there is no bus back until probably 3 o'clock. Then she's going to have to take the 3 o'clock bus to get back. And she's not going to want to go back right away. I cannot take her to go get the bus because the shuttle, the last shuttle is like at 7. Or a little after 7. I have to be back because I have a curfew. So by the time I even go to take her to go get the bus at 7, I cannot leave her there for like 2 hours waiting because we would have to leave earlier than 7 so I can make it in time to get back to where I need to get to. So that's not even an option. By the time we even hang out, I'm going to have to leave early and then make her wait for the bus for like 2 hours. And there's no point to make her wait in the heat for a bus for 2 hours and hang around under a bridge with a bunch of homeless people. I'm not gonna leave my mom waiting under a bridge for 2 hours. That's not feasible. They don't have proper transportation to bring people to and from where they need to go. It's one shuttle that takes people early in the morning. The next shuttle, if you miss that one, is not until 3 p.m. And by that time, there's no point because I can't help her get back. And she's going to have to go back by herself. And I'm not going to let her go back by herself just to get a shuttle. It's too much of a hassle. She has a walker now. It's hard for her to walk sometimes a long distance because she gets dizzy because of the carjacking. She has some slight signs of trouble walking. They did want to make sure that she was able to walk before she left, which she can, but she needs a walker to assist her now because she gets dizzy. And even then, I just can't, like, with everything that's going on, she probably has PTSD, right? She has some undiagnosed things that I don't know. Well, I don't know what she was diagnosed with. I don't remember, but she did get diagnosed. But to be honest, I cannot leave my mom on the bus to go back by herself to get a shuttle. She would be afraid. I would have to go with her. And then by the time I wait, then it'll be too late and I'll be past my curfew to make it back. And then I have to make sure I don't want to get the bus late. I don't want to be out there late. Being downtown, being out there late, it's not even worth it. After 12, even when it gets dark, I don't like to be downtown when it's dark. I've had things happen. Ain't no way. Albuquerque is not safe for people to be out at night, obviously. Like, some of y'all really gotta use your brains. And I hate it because people suggest things I've already thought of. You don't think that I thought, oh, well, why don't you just leave the property? It's too much of a hassle for one person to leave. That's why my mom doesn't go anywhere, because it's a hassle. It's extra work. And where's my mom gonna go? Like, then she has to sit there for 2 hours. I can't make her sit and wait for a bus with no shade for like 2 hours. Bruh. She can't be with me if she has to go down to get the last shuttle. That's what I'm talking about. The last shuttle is like at 7, right? Or 8 something. 7 or 8. I can't remember. 8 something. But the thing is I would have to take her early, which means we would have to leave, and she would have to wait there 2 hours earlier for the shuttle, because I have to make it back in time for my curfew. I won't make it back in time for curfew if I'm helping her get to the shuttle. They're not going to care if I'm helping my mom get to a shuttle. If I know what time my curfew is at, then I know not to be late. They're not going to care. You can't just tell them that. Oh, no. You know what time you're supposed to be back. Be back. There's no excuses. There's no nothing. You can't make excuses with places like that. It's too much of a hassle. And for her to get on the bus by herself is a lot. I've already said that. Anybody that has a walker or an assisted thing to help them get on the bus, they make them get on the lift. My mom was too afraid to get on the lift. That's why I folded up her walker and I helped her onto the bus. They said really technically they weren't supposed to do that. Mind you, that almost caused us to not even be able to take the shuttle. Some people have got banned from using the shuttle. They were never allowed back on the bus. But they made an exception because she was terrified. She can't Uber. That's not what you're understanding. I'm not paying $150 for an Uber. Again, that's a lot of money I don't have. It's $50 there, right? Then I would have, and that's not even $50. That's $200. That's a $200 trip. I don't got $200 for it. That's $200 for my storage that I got. Not $200 for a Uber trip. Because it's $50 there. It's right outside of Albuquerque, guys. It's literally a $50 trip. It's right outside of Albuquerque. From where I'm at to where she's at, that's a $50 trip. Then to pick her up in the Uber and come back, that's a whole other $50. So there and back, because I would have to make a round trip. I would have to pick her up and then come back. That's $50. Then I would have to pay $50 there and $50 back. $50 to drop her off, $50 to bring me back. That's $200 I do not have for a trip. And for people that don't believe me, it depends on how far the distance is that you're going. From where I'm at to where the place is at, which is right outside of Albuquerque, that's a $50 trip. Yeah, sometimes it's cheap, but I ain't gonna sit there watching Lyft all the time to see when the prices drop. I don't got time to be sitting there seeing when prices drop. It's just not happening. I don't got time to be sitting there waiting for Lyft prices to drop. And sometimes the prices don't go down. Like, who else is gonna be sitting there watching prices drop? Not me. man, it clicked out of there. Alana, you just didn't listen. I didn't pay $200 for a Switch. I'm not paying $200 that could go to my storage for a trip. That's a waste of money. That money can go to my bills. And then I'm going to be sitting here saying, can someone help me pay my storage? And no one is going to help me. This is not the song that I played. Like, are you going to help me pay my storage if I spend money for a $200 trip to go see my mom? No. Nobody's going to help me with the storage. I didn't spend a lot of money for the Switch. I don't know how many times I got to tell people that. If you spend a lot of money on your electronics, it's because you don't know how to properly spend your money. And then what? People are going to bring up the Hello Kitty? Okay, so whatever. It's not about that. I'm not paying for me to take her and then go back and then take her and then go back and make multiple trips like that just for her to see me, for her to leave property. That's like $400 for like 2 trips. People just think that I'm just sitting here spending money. Most of my money that I got from Temu went to pay my storage because I was behind. And then I paid the month that it was due. So I paid twice. I haven't been making any money from social media because I've been getting moves from one place to the other. On top of that, I'm working on my housing. So that's why I haven't been able to really focus on my social media because I've been trying to do my housing. So yeah. It's frustrating. Because it has my brother's stuff in it. I don't need to see her if I talk to her every day on the phone. Why do I have to go see her? I am not spending $200 to go see my mom and not pay the storage. I'm gonna be like, Mom, I saw you, but goodbye to your son's stuff. My brother's stuff is in the storage. She's gonna be mad at me if I spent the money for the storage to go see her instead of paying for the storage. This just is so insufferable. I'm not really getting that much cameos. If people was requesting cameos like that, then yes, I could go see my mom. If you want to help financially support to go see my mom, then financially support. You fork over your money to help me to go see my mom then. I don't got money. I got bills I gotta pay. I don't got money like that to be spending. When people say, oh, well, you bought a Switch. I didn't spend $200 on a Switch. Nor did I spend $200 on anything. All of this stuff is what I had. Literally. I haven't even spent money like that in a long time. I haven't even been making money like that. And the money that I just got paid, which was the last of it, from Temu went to my storage and my phone bill. That's about it. And my hygiene stuff, because I had to get body wash. I'm running out of shampoo, conditioner. I'm gonna have to get that soon. Can't afford that. Had to get my pads because I need that. Definitely need that. I don't need to fix my problems because I don't have a problem. I'm not wasting $200. You waste $200 of your money. If you really want me to go see my mom, then you donate $200. It's not whether or not I'm being uncaring and I don't want to see my mom. I've already explained that. It doesn't matter, mom aside or not, I'm not spending $200. That's too much money. I don't even have a place to live, but you want me to spend $200 for a Lyft. Uber would be way more expensive. Lyft is a cheaper version. I don't do Uber, I do Lyft. Lyft is a lot safer, and Lyft is also not that expensive depending on where you're going. I could go from here to somewhere for like $6. But when you're going out of Albuquerque, that's when it starts to get pricey, depending where you're going. And unless you're going to pay for a $200 trip, I'm not paying for it, considering I don't have a place to live. If I don't have a place to live, why am I going to spend $200 on a trip? It makes no sense. When people say to sell my Switch, I'll sell my Switch and buy stuff on Temu because I'm not selling my Switch to pay for a $200 trip. I just told you it doesn't matter whatever I have that you're telling me to sell. I'm not going to sell anything for a $200 trip. Either way, I'm not paying for a $200 trip. That's just too much money. I don't got money like that. You may have money like that, but I don't got money like that. I don't have a place to live, so why would I pay $200? Either way, if I sell this, I'm going to spend it on something else because I'm not paying $200 for a trip. So I'm not going to sell it. I'm not. That's a waste of money. It's not benefiting me any to pay for a trip. I'm going to pay $200 for a Lyft. Then what? I don't own the Lyft. I don't own the car. I talk to my mom every day over the phone. That's the best that I can do. My mom understands why I can't visit her. She understands. I don't know why other people don't understand. I like this group. Like, y'all always come with negativity. And then when you come with negativity, then you get mad because you say I make excuses. Then I want you to take a $200 trip and spend $200 or you don't care. Right? No, but I didn't even say I hate my mother. Did that even come out of my mouth? No, it didn't. I'm just telling you what I'm going to do with the money because I'm not spending it for a $200 trip. I'm not putting Temu over my mother. Since people said to sell the Switch, I just made a joke because I'm literally not putting the $200 towards a trip. That's a waste of money. There was this game I saw and it looked exactly like GTA. It was crazy. Okay, so when I got the Switch, no, it wasn't when I was at the apartments. Someone gave me a Switch. I had a Switch when I was in the car because someone had two and someone that was a supporter of mine gave me the Switch, and so I had a Switch. Then my Switch it was gone, not lost. My Switch was gone because they auctioned everything off in the car. So my brother's cell phone is gone. I don't have my brother's cell phone. Thank you for the rose. I don't have some of my brother's belongings and stuff because everything went with the car. When everything went with the car, I was in a place. I had a roof over my head, not a place where I was working on housing. When I bought this Switch, I didn't spend $200 on this Switch. I had money. I didn't have money for a $200 trip. And I didn't spend a lot of money for this Switch. That's what people keeps mistaking. I had to save money to literally pay for my storage, which I paid. Because I wasn't going to be behind on my storage and have a Switch. That doesn't make any sense. Why would I have a Switch if I can't pay my bills, right? Right. Use your common sense when you speak. It's because people are stupid. They're like, why would you buy that instead of going to see your mom? Why are you spending money? It's just like, I haven't spent a lot of money in retrospect. Why don't you save? You know, the money you spent on a Switch could have paid for a house. I'm only gonna, like, what, for an apartment, pay 1 month and then not have next month's rent? What kind? They need proof of income. I don't have any income coming in. I barely have anything coming in from social media. So I'm supposed to tell them, hey, I got this one-time payment of $500. Just trust that I can pay the rent next month. That's not how that works. I need to make a shirt with this. Hey, that's not how that works. That's not how any of this works. Life does not work like that. Nothing is secure. Whether you get a job or not, you're not secured enough. You can still lose your job. You can get fired for even doing your job properly. Some of y'all be mad weird and don't know how life really works. I'm not trying to work for somebody to make them money and then be at the mercy of someone, and then when I lose my job, I lose my place to live. I want to own my place. I want to own my house before it becomes too expensive to own a house, before I can't really afford to live. Because it's going to come a time when you really can't afford to live. In my savings account because all my money goes to my bills. I can't because the Switch doesn't even have the Google. It doesn't even have, I don't even have Google search or the Google icon on here. You can't search the internet. You probably can, but I don't know how. I don't have any of that on here. I just have games. Like, there's Nintendo Online, there's news, but other than that, yeah, you can't really. I don't have the Google app. I have San Andreas, I have Grand Theft Auto 3, I have Mario Party, I have a little to the left, Fall Guys, Among Us, Vice City. That's what I have, and I should play Grand Theft Auto 3. Maybe there is the Google app, but I wouldn't know. Let's see if there is. Who said the internet was responsible for funding my life? I said if people want me to take a $200 trip, then they need to pay for it because I'm not paying for it. I got bills. Nobody asked the internet to fund my life. So clearly you're saying if you won't fund my life, then you understand what I'm saying. Why are you trying to tell me to do something you won't do? It won't let me enter my PIN. I didn't bring up enter my PIN. Oh well. Alright. I'm not trading the Switch for a laptop because no one will trade. You have to have cash nowadays. People on Facebook Marketplace don't do trades anymore unless it's for something that's of value or greater. Like when people say looking for a trade for a car when they're trading a car, it's more than likely they want a car that is better than the car that they are offering to trade for. So yeah, I've realized that like now people don't trade because I think people took advantage of trades. So now people really don't trade. Leaving you so long. No, thrift stores are donation only. They don't trade. Thrift stores don't trade. They only do donations. You can't go to a thrift store and trade. Unless there is one I don't know of, but I know a lot of the thrift stores I go to, they don't do trades. They do donations. But yeah, thank you for the Facebook games to play on the Switch. So right now I've been playing Vice City. And I bought this when I was in the car. So the Grand Theft Autos I bought when I was in the car, when we were sleeping in the car, my brother played Grand Theft Auto on my Switch. So yeah, just so people know, I didn't buy the games recently. Those were bought in the car. But when you have a Switch, right? When you've had a Switch before, you can transfer your data over. So I transferred all the data that I had over. People do care, because then people say, how do you have those games? You can buy Grand Theft Auto, but you can't go see your mom. I didn't, and especially a little to the left, I bought that. I was playing that when we were at the other place when my brother was alive. So yeah. Mario Party, someone bought that for me. Yeah, I didn't buy that. Someone bought that for me. Well, it was because I wanted to play. And it was also because, you know, I did have money saved for an RV. I've already explained this. People wanted, they were charging a lot of money for an RV. Especially because some people was charging, for RVs that needed a lot of fixing, a lot of upkeep. And it would have cost more than what it would have cost more to fix it up on top of the money we would have had to pay for an RV. I'm not paying as much money as people was asking for an RV that I have to fix up and put thousands more dollars into. So yeah. So there's that. So I had money saved. Cause you know, I've seen people, there have been some good deals on some RVs. But the RVs, after there was those good deals, what happened is that I didn't have the money then. I was waiting to get paid, because that's when in 2024 I got paid $3,000. 2024 is when I got paid the $3,000. So then, the reason being why we were gonna get an RV was because I wanted to try to figure out how to get a place where it was possible that we did not get evicted, because someone's going to see me somewheres if they at the same apartment complex I'm at. Hey, like, and then start telling people I'm here. Next thing you know, I'm getting harassed, and then here we are being asked to leave, and then they wrongfully evict us. I'm not having an eviction on my name because, to be honest with you, thank you for the gift points. I'm just gonna be honest. With an eviction, right? That makes it a lot harder for you to get a place to live. If you got an eviction, then you ain't gonna find a place to live. People are having trouble, especially with housing, getting a place to live with evictions. They have to get a lawyer to wipe that clean. So yeah. Tell me how I'm supposed to be with no air. You can love about nothing at all. I'll play this one. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, these are things, thank you for... Well, I don't have an eviction on my name. That's why I didn't put my name on any leases, because when you go to apartments and you go to pay, you have to put your name on a lease. That's why I didn't put my name on a lease. So I don't have an eviction on my name. When we got evicted, that was on my dad's name. He's the one that has the eviction. We don't have any evictions. That's why we didn't go to the meeting. So he had to show up. If he didn't show up, then he had to pay whatever it was for damages. Mind you, those damages from the SWAT team, we notified them of those damages. They said that they would fix those damages. They tried to say my dad did those damages. He didn't do that. So we're going to get he can get a lawyer to fight that. You don't need to get a lawyer, because whatever he does is on him. He needs to help himself. We need to help ourselves. I've only helped him as so much as I can. I can't do it anymore. I can't be responsible for someone when I have to be responsible for myself. You know, my dad, we've got him help. We've got him on his medication. He just gets off his medication. He's back out there. Like, we can't keep repeating this cycle. We can't keep repeating the cycle. Like, some of you guys think it's just easy. It's not easy for me. I've been taking care of my dad for how long? Ever since I graduated high school. I've been taking care of my family. The only time I ever was apart from my family is when I stayed in the dorm when I was going to UNM. When I was going to the university, going to school. And I only went for a semester because I couldn't even afford school. And then me and my brother lived in a studio that my dad was paying for. He was paying for 2 studios. He was paying for my mom and his studio, and he was paying for mine and my brother's studio. And that together was over $1,000, which is what he made from his disability. I just can't. You know, anytime I got little bits of payment, because I would mentor at the art studio, that was like $40. If my dad took me to cash the check, I had to give him some money, because he took me. Oh, well, I took you, you need to give me some money. But when he had cigarettes and he took me somewhere, he didn't ask for money. It was only because he didn't have no cigarettes. Now all of a sudden he found a way. You know, I paid $400 for him for these businesses he wanted to run. He would find an online business and he would be like, can you pay for this online website? I would pay for that. I was like Bank of America. If I made that $3,000, trust me, he would try to take some of it. He would try to say, well, you know, let's invest this. Like, if you're making this money, invest it. Like, you know, And to him, it's not investing like that. To be honest with you, like, I can only do so much. It's not because I don't care about him. It's not because I abandoned him. I'm not trying to abandon anyone. I gotta take care of myself. I'm already stressed out as it is. I'm already freaking out. I'm trying to do all of these things to get set in place to pay my storage. Yes, I can pay my storage this month, but what about next month? I already gotta think about next month. I'm already freaking out because I have too much going on my plate. And it's like I had to have all these things on my plate. There's no way I can start clearing things off my plate. I'm trying to get the housing stuff, as people saying it's not gonna work. I don't know what more to do. Like, I have to wait. I have to just keep pushing and hope that I get the housing. You know, I deserve a house just like everyone else. There's so much going on. You know, I don't even know. It's hard. I really do want to give up. I do want to give up, but I gotta keep going because my mom needs me to get a place. It's not easy. It's not easy to just tell someone that has trauma to get up and go get a job. I work with PTSD. You can work with PTSD too. That's not how that works. And I'm sorry. That's not how that works. It doesn't matter if I got a job. If I got a job right now, I still would be here. I wouldn't be able to afford to live. I'm not going to be working to never have a place. That's just not feasible. I'm not going to be working a job and not afford to live. Like, people don't even know the reality. The reality is you can't afford to live anymore. Not with one job. I'm not working two, because what's the point of working two to make the same paycheck that you're going to work making one job? Working one job. Why would I work two jobs to make the same paycheck with just one job? That does not make any sense. You have to work 8 hours a week. The minimum wage here just got raised by $3. $3 does not make a freaking difference. Not when gas prices are skyrocketing. People are paying $100 just to fill up their cars, especially if they got these expensive cars. And if they have an expensive car, then they can afford to pay. It's like $50 to fill up a tank. It used to be $20. It's not. Then I can't afford to eat. So then what am I going to do? Pay my rent or eat? Then I have to pay my phone bill. Car insurance, gas, all of that is not free. And that's not. And then I don't have any money left over for anything else. So I won't, like, it's not like I want to spend money, but I wouldn't be able to, like, have a self-care or anything because I wouldn't be able to afford that. Then I gotta buy my own hygiene. I gotta buy my own toilet paper. That becomes expensive. Toothpaste, toothbrushes, deodorant, lotion, shampoo, conditioner, my hair product. That's not cheap. That's expensive. Like, there's so much stuff that I have to pay for in my body wash. That's pretty cheap because I get that at Five Below. I get it smells like strawberries. That's my favorite. And I can get it for like a couple bucks. You know. I get the curl enhancing smoothie, Shea Moisture. And Shea Moisture at Sally's goes for about $11 for a jar like that big. Luckily I have, well, I don't know if it's ruined by the sun, but in stores they bought me because I had it on my wish list. It was the conditioner, the shampoo, it was the whole set, like Shea Moisture set, and it came with the curl enhancing smoothie, which I was using. And I think there's one that's still unopened in storage, but then, you know, I have bought one and I was already using that one, so I didn't open that one because I already had one open. Manic Janice does not know what she's talking about. PR does not pay. When these people are getting free PR packages, it's a product. A product is not going to pay your bills. That's why I don't do PR stuff. I already know how to get PR stuff. I'm not making a video for them for free. I want to get paid for making a video for trying their product. Sending someone a product is not going to pay your bills. Some of these influencers will gladly take PR packages because they have a business. The PR packages because they've already got money. Someone like me who doesn't have any money, I am not going to literally promote a business that is sending me a product. That product is not going to pay my bills. That's free advertisement. I don't understand why they're using content creators for free advertisement. You're not paying these creators and they're giving you free advertisement. That's crazy. The only thing that I do, this is why I get the free samples from the TikTok shop, because I'm making a commission. Anytime someone buys a product or they click the link from my videos, I make commissions. I've made commissions. That's why I do the TikTok shop stuff and request free samples, because I'm getting paid. I'm getting a free sample and I'm getting paid. Did you know that there is this Amy Jackson, I think it is. She's the TikTok queen of TikTok shop. She literally bought a second house just off of TikTok shop products and getting paid from selling TikTok shop products. She made $30,000 just off of TikTok shop. I sell products from TikTok shop, believe it or not. I sell I'm gonna start trying to request some more samples and start getting into the thing, back into it, and once that I get accepted. But yeah, I do pretty good with TikTok shop. I just gotta apply that, you know. So yeah. Well, they did have a tomato throw gift. They got rid of it. TikTok used to have that gift. People would send out a lot. But they got rid of it. I don't know why they got rid of it, but they did. They used to have that. Thank you for the clown gift. Yeah, they did. They had a tomato throw gift. They had it on Bigo. So Bigo had the tomato throw gift. But then TikTok had one on TikTok. Because, other places like to copy TikTok. TikTok Musically was the originator of live streams before Bigo, before UpLive, before any of those other lives. It was TikTok first, which was Musically before TikTok. Then all these other apps started trying to be like TikTok. Then they have all of these expensive gifts or gifts you send that are interactive. On Bigo, UpLive, I lost $50. I have an account on UpLive and it won't let me cash out the money. And I can no longer go live on UpLive because somebody said to me, and I got banned for it, which is crazy because I was addressing it. why would I need to shut up? That's what this life is for talking. If I'm not talking, then it would be a boring life. So if you want to go somewhere else and watch, you can. Not right now. I mean, I do sort of have some sort of income. Because if I didn't have an income, how is my phone bill being paid? I'm paying that with money that I earn from social media. If it's boring, then you could leave. It's boring because it's not filled with drama. There are other places where you can go get drama. Don't come here for drama. Go somewhere else for drama. Why does it always have to be drama? Like, not everything has to be about drama. Okay, so the story behind my username is that I liked Pikachu. Hey. And so, Pikachu is my favorite Pokemon. So, I was trying to think of a name, right? Because I had Tophia. No, I had another username, but I can't remember what. Oh, that's what it was. I had another username that didn't have my name in it. And for some reasons, this content creator that was huge knew my actual name, but would call me by my username. So then I changed it because he wasn't calling me by my real name. And I'm like, well, you know my name, but why do you keep calling me by the username? It's me. So then I said, so people know that it's me, I'm going to change my username. So I changed it to, I was thinking of like Tophia or something, I don't know. I didn't want to put just Tophia, so then I said Pikachu is my favorite character, why not Tophiachu? And that's how it became about. But I had Tophiachu 22. That was my old username. I had 22 at the end. And no, that's not the username that I had. I had something else. So anyways, someone said that it's a lot harder for people to find you with a number in your name. So I dropped the 22 and just kept Tophiachu because they said, well, people could type in Tophiachu 22, but people are not, like, you don't go viral if you got a number in your name. Probably now, yes, you could go viral with a number in your name, but back then, you know, they wouldn't push your videos if you had a number in it because it's just too much. Because people would have these usernames with long numbers, like social security numbers. So, yeah. Why would I pull my shirt down? It's okay. I have a lot. So that's just basically, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, I do get paid for posting on Facebook, but not as much. Because the only way for me to get paid a lot on Facebook is if I'm getting 10 million views. Otherwise, I'm only making a few cents here and there, a few bucks here and there. It's not my regular Facebook because I have two Facebooks. For some reason, it's split into two. So, yeah. Who is that? Because I didn't talk to anyone's little sister. People will say anything. Now I see the comments, but I didn't see it. So, yeah. What did I have for dinner? Goulash. I had goulash. Hamburger meat, macaroni, and tomato sauce with cheese. Goulash. I didn't talk to a little girl on Roblox. I didn't even talk to anybody on Roblox. That's fake. How did I didn't even talk to anyone on Roblox. I don't even know how to message anybody on Roblox. People don't even know how to lie properly. The only game I played on Roblox was Dress to Impress, and I didn't even talk to anybody. I don't even know how to message anyone on Roblox. Duh. Thank you for the gift points. Duh. That is very much a thing. I never messaged anyone on Roblox. The only game I played on Roblox, which I haven't played Roblox recently because I don't have Roblox, not even on here, because Roblox won't work on here very well. You can play it on the phone, but it won't work good on the phone. The only way that I play Dress to Impress is on the Xbox. And I'm not even on, I don't even have an Xbox. I only play Dress to Impress. But yeah, so. And I didn't even talk to anyone when I was on Roblox. I just played Dress to Impress. And to be honest, here's the thing. Why are people still supporting Roblox after Roblox got exposed? They removed someone from their app for exposing predators, and they banned him instead because he was exposing the predators. Why are people still allowing their siblings that they know should not be on there to be on there? Knowing what Roblox got exposed for, why are kids still playing on there? Make that make sense. Like, that's stupid. Again, you're not listening. Roblox is under fire because they banned a content creator for exposing predators on Roblox. They banned him because he was exposing predators on Roblox. Roblox is being boycotted. People are not playing Roblox anymore. So I don't understand. It doesn't matter if they're a kid or not. Why are people still allowing their kids on that app knowing the app supports predators? Again, my kids would not be playing on an app that supports predators. Roblox supports predators because they banned a creator for exposing predators. How many parents have to say that their kids are meeting people that they were talking to on Roblox that talked them into meeting them? Nothing good comes of Roblox. People know that. I would not be having my kids play a game that I know kids are being lured on. Grown adults are luring these kids from Roblox to meet them in public. Yes, it did slightly lag. But there's a difference, right? When you say every game in existence, a lot of these games do not support predators, and they're actually putting safety precautions in place. Roblox is not doing that. They banned a content creator for exposing predators on their app. So Roblox supports predators. There's a lot of people making zoophile accounts, and those accounts don't get banned. And zoophile are people that are into animals. There's a lot of age play accounts There's a lot of weird accounts on Roblox that are not being banned. Again, you're just justifying, like, that's like me supporting something, right, that is, we know is bad, which I would never do. But then, and then you wouldn't be okay with it. Again, why are you justifying everything? You see what I'm saying? In the process of lying on someone and exposing them, you just showed that you're a horrible sibling, because you're allowing your sibling to exist on an app you know has a bunch of predators, and the people that created the app supports predators. So why are you supporting people that supports predators? Then you must be a predator. You have to be an adult and put your foot down. If the kids want to play, find another game for them to play. Who cares if they cry? Who cares if they get upset? It's for their safety. Why would you jeopardize their safety over them being happy to just play some game? Like it's so weird. Thank you. Someone agrees because they said facts. You tried to lie on me and made yourself look like a horrible human being. Why are you allowing your sibling to be on an app that you know exists with predators, and then try to lie on me like that? Like, what is wrong with you? Oh, I got proof that I didn't talk to any minors. I literally played Dress to Impress, and I didn't have no conversations with nobody. I was just playing Dress to Impress. Nobody has issues when other content creators that are my age is playing Roblox and playing other games and doing other things, because, oh, it's always me. But when it comes to your faves, you don't say nothing. And especially the ones that are a lot older than me, that are doing other stuff. That is the only reason why I played Dress to Impress. Because I knew that was going to happen. I'm not stupid. I said the only reason why I'm going to play Dress to Impress is because, or like one of those games that's like, what is it? What is that game? All the Way Up to Heaven, or I don't remember what it was. You know the game where you take the obstacles all the way up? It was All the Way Up or something like that. Up Ways Up. I don't even know what it was called. The only reason why it's called Up. Yeah, that's what it was. It's even on Fortnite. When I played Fortnite, if I was on the mic or if I played, it was with people I know, and it wasn't online. Because, you know, some people that I played with online, I just played with them. Because I was cautious of who I played with, and I literally paid attention to who I played with. So yeah, you can't talk to people on Dress to Impress. I mean, you probably could message, but I was just doing the codes. So yeah, I talked to people on my live while I played Dress to Impress. So yeah. I don't sit all day. So, yeah. Happy birthday. I don't play Roblox anymore. So what happened was that I didn't admit nothing. I don't play Roblox anymore. The last place I was at is when I played Roblox, but then after the whole situation, and that happened after I wasn't playing Roblox, I just said I'm not going back on Roblox. I'm not live all day, so what do you mean I'm sitting here being laughed at all day? I didn't go live all day, so how am I being laughed at all day if I didn't even go live all day? You clearly have no concept of time, which must mean you're on here talking about me, thinking about me all day. Nothing at all. No, nothing at all. Some people have no concept of time because I wasn't on here all day, so What important questions? There are no important questions. There, now I can help you. Now you ask an important question. No, wait, you can't because you're blocked. My zodiac chart? I know that I'm Gemini, but I forgot the other ones. You know how you enter your birthday and you get your whole chart? I have that. I can pull it up. Watched fireworks for the 4th. But no, like when they mean chart, they mean like the 3 major moons, I think it is. Not just the Gemini. So you have a whole chart. And how you figure out your whole chart is you find a website where it gives you your whole chart. You have to enter in the time that you were born, your birth date, and the time that you were born. It's on your birth certificate. When you enter the time that you were born, why does Tyler keep coming back after Tyler was blocked? Like, you're obsessed. You keep making accounts. You come back, then you're obsessed. If you make another account and say that again, you're obsessed. Anyways, yeah, birth chart, I think it is. But you enter in the time that you were born and your birth date, and you get your whole chart. And your whole chart tells you everything. It even tells you like what. Okay, so if you really don't want to know that, then don't look at that, because I don't know if I looked at that one. It tells you like what you're gonna end, what you may end up, what you're gonna die from, basically. So anyways, it's just basically like it'll tell you your love life, like not just like, oh, you're gonna fall in love with it. No, it tells you like it's a very detailed like love thing that it tells you. Very detailed. It also tells you like your career path. It also this is not just like the horoscope ones where they give you us like, oh, you know, if you follow the path that you're on, you will make loads of... No, it's not going to be like that. Like, this gives you very descriptive detail into things. Like, even... Like, it's... I don't have another device to show you my chart thing because... Yeah, and I had to... It was in a message. Like... Someone sent me my chart in a message. I need to relook at my chart again. No, I know exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what that is. If you type in the year that you were born, you have to go to a certain place. Like, it's not just... I think it's your astrology chart. I'm not sure. But you enter, you go... It'll tell you on your birth certificate the time that you were born. I was born in the AM. I think 1:22 AM. But anyways, you put that in. You put your birth date. You put where you're from. And it gives you descriptive. Like, your love description will tell you the person that you may be with may be someone that's out of your state. You'll have, you know, just very descriptive. But I can't show you my chart, because I don't have... It's on my phone. And I have to go through all the messages. And I'm going to scroll through them and read mine's again, because it's very interesting. My chart literally matched me, which was interesting. And it tells you what you know, like, oh, you know, it's very descriptive. Screen share? Well, I can't screen share because I can't... there's no way to screen share. There's no way to screen share. Because... Okay, so I have the mobile gaming, But with mobile gaming, you have to be playing a mobile game. So I can't go to Google and then I will get banned if I'm not mobile gaming. I have to be playing a mobile game. So it's not going to let me go to Google and show you my astrology. I will get banned. That's what mobile gaming is for mobile gaming. And I know why you want me to screen share. You ain't gonna see any of that because I don't have any of that on my phone, so. But yeah. I just have to. Like, that's why someone was like, we'll do screen share. I already know why someone was asking that. I would screen share, but I'll get banned. Because mobile gaming is for mobile gaming. They don't allow you to screen share anything else. And if you don't believe me, those of you that have mobile gaming, like, go live and go on Google and do something other than mobile gaming. I got a warning once that says you are not mobile gaming. We will ban you. See, because the Nintendo shop, right, is telling me to enter in the code or do the QR code. Or I talked to her. I haven't seen her, but I talked to her. It says user verification is required to open. It says enter PIN or sign info up, and then it brings up a QR code, which I can't do that because I'm on here. Sign in with QR code. Oh, here we go. This makes sense. I don't even know why I made this long thing to sign in. I could do it, but I really want, I don't know what that app was, what that website was. What? I don't know anything. If it doesn't apply, let it fly, Janae. Like, you literally come in here and spread misinformation. See how she's not talking about the predator stuff? If it doesn't apply, let it fly. I'm not going to keep arguing with people whether or not I'm a predator or not. If you believe that, then believe that. No, nothing I say to you is going to convince you otherwise. You just want a reason to lie on someone. Anytime, and this is what I've noticed, anytime that people don't like someone, they resort to calling them a predator, even though they're not one. And I've seen it before. They know that's what sticks. They know that's what works. Anytime that people don't like somebody, they call them a predator. Just because they don't, oh, well, you're a predator. And you know how I know that's true? Because, well, I said that because of their thinking. I'm not talking about my thinking. I didn't say whether I'm a predator or not. They believe that. I'm talking from their perspective. Learn to listen. I was not saying I was one. But yeah, people, there was that guy that dressed up like Ghost from Call of Duty. There was a guy that dressed up like Ghost from Call of Duty that took his life for being falsely called a predator. The girl admitted she lied after he took his life, and like, it's too late. See, they don't have Google. They don't have, like, the Google search. It's YouTube that comes up. I could type in I have disabilities, so I can't do that. Join the armed forces. Any army, any type like that. I know somebody said that people with disabilities can join, but I don't know, something I can't. I have PTSD, so I definitely couldn't. I don't have a response to Candy because it's a one-sided beef. I was not even talking about her to begin with. She just loves to go off and make herself feel like she's important. Nobody cares. She wants to be the main character in everything. She just goes off of what people say. She really does. She does. I don't attack people for no reason. Leslie talked about me first. Leslie started it. Her and Pleasant both started it. I didn't talk about Pleasant for no reason either. And I sure as heck didn't talk about Shorty Bay for no reason either. Shorty Bay made fun of my living situation because someone told her I was talking about her when I wasn't. And because she didn't ask for proof, because people even told her, people said show the video where she's talking about you. She couldn't show the video where I was talking about her because she didn't have no video. She was blocking people from the live, mind you. When people said show the video of her talking about you, she started blocking people's comments. People need to learn to ask for proof before jumping on the bandwagon or jumping on something. At the time that she had made fun of my living situation, she was couch surfing. She didn't have a place to live. So how are you going to talk about someone's living situation? I was polite enough to not go after her even after her whole situation, because I said, look, you don't got a place to live. You're couch surfing and you're talking about my living situation. Like, I'm trying to be nice. Some of you guys really gotta use your brain. I didn't talk about her all the time. There was no video proof. Nobody could provide a video. So what are we even talking about? Why are we gonna lie like that? After the fact that she talked about me, yes, I did say some stuff. That was after the fact. She talked about me for no reason. There was no reason for her to bring up my living situation when I didn't even talk about her in the first place. The only thing I said, which you can look it up, was I said that it sucks that Lilito's fans are bullying her to the point of making her cry. I stood up for her against bullies. And I even said it was not right that Lilito's fans was bullying her. That's all I said. After the fact, when she started talking about me, yes, I went off because I was mad. Like, we went live once, right? It was a little awkward. I didn't know what to say because, I was like, oh, okay, she wants to go live with me, I'll go live with her. It's Shorty Bay. Hello? So I went live. Then after the live, people lied to her. Because if that was the case, then how come she was blocking people that said provide the video? Because she had no video. Then she continued to keep bullying me. Then she brought me up for no reason when I didn't say anything to her. I accidentally joined her live. It was an accident. She's drunk. She mentions my username out of nowhere. I heard her say my name on the live when she was drunk. Then I was like, okay, why did you mention my name? Someone told her I was in the live. She rolled her eyes and then started being rude and mentioned my name out of nowhere. I've had no beef with Shorty Bae. I don't have no beef with Shorty Bae. I'm not going to be like other people and bully her. Everybody wants to bully her. This poor girl thinks that the only way she will ever find love is if she sleeps with men for love, because that's the only way she'll feel loved. And everyone is pushing her to sleep with these men. Her friends are not telling her to slow down, to stop. She's going to end up catching an STD from sleeping with someone unprotected, because she thinks and this is just the reality of it. She's trying to fill a void that she's never going to fill, because she has never known what true love is like, because they use her. A lot of those men that have dated her have used her for whatever clout they thought they was going to get from her. And that's facts. This is not bullying her. This is being real and truthful. She's never truly going to find the love that she wants if she continues to get with these men, because she's feeling the emptiness in her heart. Because all she's ever known since she's been on the internet has been with men and people hyping up relationships that were false relationships, because they were using her for clout. They didn't really care about her as a person. They want to act like the only person who's really stuck up for her is Flamas. Flames. However you say his name. I've seen those videos. He's the only real person that has ever stuck up for her against bullies. None of her past friends have ever stuck up for her like that. Except one other person maybe. You know, because he's been a true friend. He's talked to me and he follows me. And yeah, he's a nice person. I don't have anything bad to say about him. You know, I don't bully people. I don't come on here and do that anymore. I don't talk about people in a negative way. I have to learn how to respond and not respond the way people responded to me. But again, I've never bullied Shorty Bae. She's the one who came online and started talking about me first, because people lied to her. And when people started asking her to show the video where I talked about her, she could not provide the video. And she was blocking comments. If that's the case, then why are you blocking comments? If I was talking about you, then why are you blocking the comments calling you out? You wouldn't block comments if it was true. And I block people because they spam, not because of what they're saying is true. There's a difference, because I'm trying to see other comments and I can't see other comments when people are literally spamming the comments. Because it's nothing bad. There's nothing bad in telling the truth to someone. She is filling a void. She is feeling an emptiness. Why do you think she's drinking herself away? The doctor told her to stop drinking because she's killing herself, and she still continues to keep getting drunk to the point where she's blacked out and blacking out to the floor. What kind of friends are standing there watching someone kill themselves? Those are not true friends if you're watching someone black out. She was so drunk to the point where they left her behind. They left her behind. If you were so drunk to the point where you were not coherent and your friends left you behind, those are not friends. Shorty Bae is drinking herself to unalivement. The doctor told her to stop drinking and she hasn't. When she gets older, she's gonna get cirrhosis of the liver. She's already damaged her liver. Drinking damages your liver. And this is not bullying. This is someone saying, hey, you need to take care of your health. Because when you get older, once you get cirrhosis of the liver, you're not going to survive that. That's not being rude. That's not bullying. People need to start caring about people's health instead of watching them unalive themselves. Literally. Watching these people destroy themselves because that's what people want. Why do you want someone to destroy themselves to that point? Why do you want someone to hurt themselves to that point? It's entertainment for you, because I don't find that entertaining. I find that very concerning. I find that very sad. Y'all need to be worrying about saving people's lives. Of course nobody cares. When they see her doing that, they think it's entertainment. She's falling to the floor. She hurt her knee because she was so out of it that she to the floor. She fell to the floor. It's not overreacting. The doctor told her to stop drinking. She's still drinking. She hasn't stopped drinking. She makes club appearances and drinks at the club. There are several videos of her. You can put a whole compilation together and make a 10-minute video of her falling over drunk. That's not overreacting when there's videos of her. And then getting back up and woo. It's not going to be all fun and woo when your organs shut down. Alcohol is not good for anybody. They make these things so people can harm themselves. They don't care as long as you're old enough to buy it and you know other people can buy it, because there's a limit. They limit to people. If you're too drunk, they will not sell to you. So she can literally have someone else go buy it for her and continue to keep slamming one after another. That's not good. And nobody cares about her health or well-being because they see that as entertainment. You could care less if she's no longer here because that was your entertainment. And that's going to be sad. When she's no longer here, then what? That's the one thing I really hate about social media is that people don't care if someone's destroying themselves. It's either they destroy people because they constantly harass people or cause people and destroy them in one way or another, or they watch the person destroy themselves. It's either destroy or get destroyed. You either destroy someone or you get destroyed. Why are we literally condoning that? Why are we literally accepting that as a new norm? That is a problem. She's an alcoholic. That is nothing to see as entertainment, considering the fact the doctor told her to stop for health reasons and she hasn't. My mother has health problems that she can't control. That's different than drinking yourself and causing your health problems. My mom didn't cause her health problems, and yes, I do worry about my mom. You don't know what I worry about and what I don't. I can worry about multiple people. See, the difference between me and you is you like to watch people destroy themselves. That's why you have an issue with what I'm saying. Because a lot of you guys like to watch her destroy herself. You don't care about her. You have no empathy. You know, to be honest with you, she got away with using the N-word. Nobody called her out for being racist. You could care less. You don't care about people. You want to see them destroy themselves. You don't call out the racism because she's your entertainment. You want to watch her destroy herself. That's why you're not canceling her for some of the stuff she's done, because you would rather watch her destroy herself for entertainment than to cancel her, because you know you won't see that anymore. You know you won't watch her do that. She literally was in the Freddy Krueger costume, which you can tell that's her screaming the N-word. She wore cultural appropriated hairstyles. She was hanging around Coco Bliss, and Coco Bliss could talk all the crap she wants. Coco Bliss is mad because I told the truth. I don't know why these wannabe people literally want to come and start some beef with me, because you don't want this beef. Okay, you don't compete where you can't compare. I'm actually black, considered to the ones that want to pretend to be black. You ain't black. You wish you was black. That's why you mad. Coco Bliss wants to be black so bad. Cultural appropriating, letting other people cultural appropriate. Let's not forget Linwood being homophobic and cultural appropriating as well, and letting her son use the N-word, and literally harming her dog. And then people want to run and go tell these people I'm talking about them, and then they pop up in real life. Let's really talk about Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is not black, so why are you wearing grills? Why are you talking and trying to act black when you're not? Try to come in my life and say you're gonna fight me. Okay, I could care less about nobody that really wants to pretend to be black, because let's talk about it. Black people invent the culture that you steal, because you're a colonizer, because you got no personality. Your personality is to pretend to be a black woman. You can cosplay as a black woman for so long before you get called out. Some of these people think they cute, like Diamond over here talking about EBT and thinking that she's a white black. What's a white black? A white woman that wants to be like a black woman so bad? You could never outdo the outdoer. You could never outshine the outshiner. It's so crazy. All these white women do is they take on this persona. It's either they're colonizing, it's either they're a Karen, or they want to be what they think black women are. So they put on this persona and try to talk like how they think black women talk. How do black people talk? There's no such thing as black people talk. And they all have the same accents. They all talk the same of how black people talk. It's not different. These people could come into my life and try to fight me all they want, but they know it's the truth. I see Wyatt's mom blocked me because I told her the truth. Now she was over here defending her son, and now she's not defending him because he turned against her. Now she's back to defending him. It's so weird. Your son didn't even treated you like trash, and you still went back to him. I tell people the truth and they either block me or they say they want to fight me. I don't fight people. This is not high school. You're mad because I told you the truth. Get over it. You don't got no personality. Your personality is to pretend to be black, and people will eat it up. Just like they do Bad Baby. Bad Baby isn't black. And you guys want to claim that you care about racism and you care about these things, but you don't care because this stuff is affecting the black community, and you could care less. These people are constantly doing these things and you're not calling it out. So then you must not really care about racism. First of all, here's the issue when calling someone out. I explained to you that what people are trying to say is racism isn't racism, it's xenophobic, and I wasn't being xenophobic. And again, how are you going to call out racism when you're defending racism? You can't call it out. It's not that it's a problem that you're trying to hold me accountable, which holding me accountable for things you want to take out of context. You refuse to listen when people of a community are telling you something. You allow people to be anti-black, and you just allowed people to say that I'm not black. So how are you to even call anyone out when you're allowing anti-black on the live stream? You're not even saying anything, and you see the comments and don't act like you don't see it. On top of that, trans people tried to tell you that what I said was not transphobic, because when you're saying something is directed toward, if it's directed towards a trans person, that's transphobic. I was reading a comment that was said towards me, and you could see me looking down and reading a comment. Trans women, trans people tried to tell you that was not transphobic, and some people told them to shut up. How are you going to even speak up for trans rights and call something transphobic when you're telling a trans person that's trying to educate you to shut up? That's being a hypocrite. You can't sit here and tell someone from the community that you're trying to stick up for to shut up. You just silence them. Now, again, it has nothing to do with, you're saying it's wrong when we call you out. No, it's because you're calling someone out and you don't even know the definitions of things. What's the definition of racism? And don't ask me what the definition is. I'm asking you. If you can't answer that, then why are you even talking about racism? You can't answer, then you can't call people out for racism. Who cares about Wendy Ortiz getting a house before me? Okay? Like, I don't know why you brought up Wendy Ortiz. People don't like her anyways. And I'm not defending people bullying. I really don't care. If I don't like someone, I'm not going to watch their page. And if they do something I really don't like, I'm just going to block them. I didn't block her because I don't keep track on her like that. But yeah. No, they don't. Do you even know why she's being canceled? She said that the Hispanic community does not support her. Yeah, they don't like her, and they call her a bad mom as well because they say she's not taking care of her kid. Her family is. She's just dumping the little girl with the family. You do know that, right? I'm not dating anybody. That has nothing to do with race. Yeah, some people like me, some people don't. I already know a lot of people don't like me. I'm not stupid. I see the comments when I post a video. I just don't read all of them. I see the DMs that I get. But anyways, yeah, she said that the Hispanic people don't support her. Basically, she said something about how she hasn't received any support from Hispanic people or something like that. And they got mad and said they were supporting her. But to be honest, and I'm not defending her, but if she feels that way, she has a right to feel that way. Some of y'all have been tearing this girl down. You've been tearing her looks down. You've been tearing, like, and how does that make someone feel? Like, all you guys did was tear that girl's looks up. Not only did you tear her down for her looks, you also turned around. Thank you for the gifts. And then you proceeded to call her a bad mother and say she doesn't take care of her kid because her kid's always with her family. Maybe she has a family that's supportive enough. You don't know if she's a bad mother or not. Why are you judging from what you see online? How do you think someone's gonna feel when you are tearing them down? Mind you, you bullied her for literally being live with Kai Cenat. Thank you for the gift points. I don't remember what it was. It was something that had to do with Kai Cenat, and she got canceled. I don't even remember. But it's just crazy. and you expect her to not feel some type of way towards her own community. Now, I'm not justifying what she said was right. Thank you for the, pardon me, you can't generalize everyone. And I don't think all Hispanics hate you like that. I think to generalize a whole group of people because you're hurt doesn't, you know. But I've seen you tear this girl down. This girl comes on the internet for you all and you just tear into her looks. And some of y'all are too afraid to even show yourself on the internet, but you tear this girl's looks apart. And you expect her not to feel some type of way. I hate when people do that. They love to poke people and attack people. And then when people defend themselves, everyone wants to get mad. You started it. You caused them to act that way. And then you want to get mad because they're acting that way? I don't know. Anyways, it's 1 o'clock. I gotta get ready for bed. Have a good day or night where you guys are. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It is 1 o'clock. I gotta get some sleep. But have a good day or night where you guys are. And I'll see you guys later. Bye guys. Good night. Thank you for liking, gifting, commenting, and watching. And joining the fan club. I appreciate it.